I want to talk about cylinder head for inspection, disassembly, and assembly. Unscrew the cylinder head bolts in the counterclockwise order, starting from the outer ones towards the inner ones, in order to remove both the cylinder head and head gasket. Set the valve spring pusher on the retainer and tap the pusher with a plastic hammer. Then, remove the valve cotter, retainer, valve spring, and intake and exhaust valve. If necessary, remove the valve stem seal. Measure the outside diameter of the valve stem and the inside diameter of the valve guide at the respective top and bottom ends in two crossing directions, since they are likely to wear more rapidly at both ends. If the outside diameter is less than the limit, or the clearance exceeds the limit, replace either the valve or the valve guide with the new one. Apply a thin, lead-free coloring paste on the valve face, and strike the valve face against the valve seat using a valve lapper to check for contact condition. If the contact is not even, or any defects are found, or if the limit is exceeded, reface or replace the valve. Always lap the valve against the valve seat after refacing the valve seat or after replacing the valve. And then, apply a thin coat of lapping compound evenly to the valve face. Use a valve lapper for lapping. Strike the valve against the valve seat while rotating the valve little by little and wash off the compound using diesel oil. Coat the contact surface of the valve with engine oil, then lap the valve again. Finally, check valve face contact condition. Measure the squareness and free length of the valve spring. If the limit and standard are exceeded, replace the valve spring with a new one. With a straight edge placed on the bottom face of the cylinder head, measure the bottom face distortion using a thickness gauge. If the distortion exceeds the limit, grind the cylinder head using a surface grinder. Clean the cylinder head thoroughly. Replace the valve stem seal with a new one, and use a special service tool to install the new stem seal to the valve guide. Apply oil to the valve stem seal and intake and exhaust valve stem, and then install the intake and exhaust valve. Install the valve spring and valve retainer. Then, install the valve cotter with a valve spring compression jig. Tap assembly section gently with a rubber hammer to confirm that it is securely installed. Install the head gasket to the parallel pin of the cylinder block in the correct orientation. Install the cylinder head while aligning it with the parallel pin of the block. Tighten the cylinder head mounting bolts to the specified torque in the specified order. Apply a thin film of engine oil to the bolts. Then, tighten the cylinder head bolts loosely in order. Tighten them clockwise to 6.5 kilogram force meter, starting from the inner ones. Unscrew the cylinder head bolts for 360 degrees in the reverse order of tightening. Tighten them clockwise to 6.5 kilogram force meter again, starting from the inner ones. Finally, use the angle tightening method to tighten each head bolt by an additional 60 degrees and thereby finish tightening. This concludes the explanation of the cylinder head for inspection, disassembly, and assembly.